All right, everyone, buckle up, because today we are diving deep into the world of data analysis,
Oh, yeah.
which might not sound like the most thrilling topic at first glance.
Right.
But trust me on this one, folks, because data analysis is way more fascinating than you might think.
Absolutely.
We're going to uncover the power that data analysis has to shape pretty much every field you can imagine.
Yeah, and today's deep dive is based on excerpts from Data Analysis, an overview of techniques, applications, and skills.
Perfect. So
Um,
just imagine being able to predict trends, like what's going to be the next big thing, or understand how customers behave, like why do people click on that ad but not this one,
Hmm?
or even help doctors make better decisions that could save lives.
Powerful stuff.
That's the kind of power that data analysts wield every single day.
It is?
And today, we're going to be handing that power to you.
All right.
So to kick things off, can you give us a simple definition of what exactly a data analyst does?
So a data analyst is basically a detective.
Oh, okay.
But instead of hunting down criminals, they're using data to solve mysteries and answer important questions for businesses and organizations.
I like that.
Yeah.
Data detectives.
Yeah.
But instead of dusting for fingerprints, they're sifting through spreadsheets and code and all that good stuff.
Exactly.
So what does that process actually look like? Like if I was a data detective,
Okay.
where would I even begin?
Well, just like any good investigation, it's a systematic approach with key steps.
Yeah.
First, you got to define the problem,
Mhm.
figure out what are you actually trying to solve.
Makes sense.
Then you gather all the relevant data, which can be messy, let me tell you.
Oh, I bet.
Lots of cleaning and organizing involved. Just like a detective needs to separate real clues from red herrings,
Uh-huh.
a data analyst has to make sure the data is accurate and usable before they can do anything with it.
So garbage in, garbage out.
Exactly.
Got it. So once the data is all squeaky clean, what happens next?
That's when the fun begins.
Okay.
You start exploring the data, looking for patterns and trends, trying to understand what it's telling you.
Right.
And there are different approaches you can take depending on what you're trying to uncover.
Okay.
Like predictive analysis, for example. That's where you try to forecast future trends.
Okay.
Like how many products a company might sell next month, or even like predicting which patients are at a higher risk of developing a certain disease.
Predicting the future. That's pretty cool.
It is.
How does that actually work?
So let's take that disease risk example.
Okay.
Imagine you have data on thousands of patients.
Mm-hmm.
Things like their age, lifestyle habits, medical history, genetic information, all that.
A lot of info.
Right. And using a technique called machine learning and algorithm can analyze all of that data
Okay.
and identify hidden patterns that link certain characteristics with a higher likelihood of developing the disease.
So it's like finding those hidden connections in the data.
Exactly.
That's wild.
Hmm.
So it sounds like data analysis is used in a ton of different areas.
Oh, yeah.
What are some other examples of where we see it in action?
Well, think about the recommendations you get on streaming services.
Yeah.
Or online stores, like, you know how they suggest things you might like?
Yeah, like it's scary how accurate those are sometimes.
Right. That's data analysis at work, using your past viewing or purchasing history to predict what you might be interested in.
Wow.
Or in the financial world, data analysts are using algorithms to detect fraudulent transactions and protect people's money.
You keep mentioning algorithms. What exactly are those in the context of data analysis?
An algorithm is basically a set of instructions
Okay.
that tells a computer how to perform a specific task, like analyzing data to find those patterns we were talking about.
Gotcha.
And these instructions are written in a programming language, and one of the most common languages used in data analysis is SQL.
SQL.
Yeah, you can think of SQL as a way to ask questions of a database.
Okay.
Like you could use SQL to find all the customers who made a purchase in the last month,
Mm-hmm.
or to calculate the average sale price of a certain product.
That makes sense.
Oh.
So let's say someone listening to this is like, hey, data analysis sounds pretty awesome. What kind of career paths could they explore?
There are tons of options. Actually, a junior data analyst role is a great way to start
Okay.
to build those foundational skills.
Mm-hmm.
From there, you can specialize in different areas, like becoming a data scientist who develops more advanced algorithms and models,
Wow.
or a data engineer who focuses on building and maintaining the systems that collect and store data.
So there's like a whole career ladder you can climb.
Definitely.
What kind of skills are essential for someone to thrive as a data analyst, though?
Well, it's definitely more than just being good at math.
I was going to say it's got to be all about numbers, right?
Math is definitely important, but it's not the whole story.
Okay.
You also need to be able to clean and prepare data, write those SQL queries to extract information and visualize data in a way that's easy to understand.
So it's like a blend of technical skills and creativity.
Exactly.
Interesting. And maybe most importantly, you got to be able to communicate your findings clearly, like
Yeah.
tell the story that the data is revealing.
Communication is key. Because if you can't explain your insights to others, they won't be able to use them to make better decisions.
That makes sense. I'm starting to see data analysis in a whole new light.
Mm.
Now it's about so much more than just number crunching.
It really is.
It's about problem solving, uncovering hidden insights, and ultimately making better decisions in every aspect of our lives.
Absolutely.
This deep dive has really opened my eyes to the power of data analysis and all the amazing ways it's being used to solve problems and drive innovation in pretty much every field you can think of.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
It really makes you wonder what other possibilities are out there just waiting to be uncovered by those data detectives.
Sure.
That's all the time we have for today's deep dive, but if this conversation sparked your curiosity, keep an eye out for our next episode, where we'll be exploring even more cutting-edge applications of data analysis.
Sounds good.
Until then, keep those brains buzzing, folks.
Keep them buzzing.
And we'll catch you next time for another deep dive.